Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play action. It's Peterman. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. the play fake. Here's Peterman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They go play action now. Peterman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Eight yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. It's caught, block it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish him off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. play action. They'll throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now here's Suck about to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play action. Now Peterman. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll bootleg it with Peterman. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
He's got room to run past the 20. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's this out for Matthews. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Peterman on 2nd down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bills have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Peterman. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for the Bills. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Defense showing blitz.
Detroit! Over!
Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Leopard! All right, here we go. 3-19! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Set! Blue landing! Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Peterman stays on his feet. Still on it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Malik McDowell, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go. Gun!
From the gun, it's Peterman. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Yates. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going